The lookup function will grab a single record from a table, a collection, or whatever you wish, like a SharePoint list or an Excel spreadsheet. Just to name a few examples. To see this, let's look at our trusty application, which we can find in the description of this video. I'll go to lookup function, and we'll see two applications for this. The first one is I'm going to type in a valid park ID, like maybe 12, for example. When I do that, it will actually look up and find that this is the Governor's Creek Park, for example. As I type different numbers here, which you see in this list here, each one will pull up a given park. That is a simple syntax you're seeing on the bottom right here. Let me zoom in a little closer so you can see that. First of all, it's going to look up against the park table. Then it passes in the park ID, and it gets that from that input box you see above me right now. So look up against the park table, where park ID is equal to the value of that. That word value is going to convert the text box, which comes in as a string, into a number. If I did not have that value syntax, it might have actually given me a warning right there. So value is making sure that everything is a number. Number in, number out. And then I specify what do I want to return from that. Well, I want to return the park name. So when I look at this, the actual code is on this label right here. And I'm just going to go ahead and format that so you can see a little cleaner here. So the code here is saying look up against the park, and park ID is equal to this, and then display the park name. That's one way of doing it. Let's look at a different way here. Let me go ahead and look at this instead. Now in this example, we're going to go ahead and type in a zip code in this case, maybe. All right, a PowerFX function. Excuse me, type in a PowerFX function like maybe filter. When I type in the filter command and I hit lookup, we're going to see the two values right here. Didn't I just say it's going to pull a single column though? Well, the workaround for that is we're going to store that into a variable. Now we haven't covered variables a whole lot yet, but let me go ahead and close this and take a look at the code here. The code for each of this, first of all, the lookup command has the bulk of the code. What it's going to do when I hit that lookup button is it's going to put an update context, which creates a local variable only available on this one screen. And that variable is going to be called var lookup example. Then I pass in my lookup code. The reason why I'm doing this in this example is because I wanted multiple columns from this. So notice this time my lookup command is very similar. Look up against the PowerFX guide table, where function name is equal to whatever function you typed right here. Grab its value from that text input box. No value required here. No prefix value required because it's not a number in this case. So I'm storing the whole value into a variable called var lookup example. Now I'm then using that, var lookup example 2, excuse me. And then I'm using that down below. So down below, I have two columns, right? I have the column for the function and the column for the description of the function. So the function is equal to, and I take the var lookup example 2 dot variable name, function name here in this case. And then the same thing for the other column here. So you can find those variables over here. If I go to update function, we'll see that's going to be a context function, and it is called var lookup. There it is, I believe. And when you actually look at it and go deeper into it, you'll actually see that where it comes from and the uses, and I can actually see the value right here. And there's my given function right there for the filter right there. My filter with a short description. But notice it grabbed the entire record in this case, but it's only using the columns that it cares about. So it's only going to store the columns that it sees you're using in lineage. And if you're not using it, it basically blanks it out to not waste any kind of space and memory in this case. But if I used another one down below, it would have actually stored that as well. So this lookup function, the biggest difference here is I did not specify what columns I wanted. I'm storing the whole record into the given variable. If I wanted to store a given column, I would do comma, the column name I want to store. All right, you can get more information about this in the description of this video. We've written to our guide, and we also give you this application for free you can play with also. All right, thanks for watching.